Hey Tekken players, hope you're all doing well. So for those with the keen eye amongst you, you'll notice that the rank in my in the top right hand of the screen has gone back to Tekken King, which is more or less where I left off in Season 2. I actually technically got to Tekken Emperor, but those two ranks kind of bounced off each other anyway. So the point is, I got back to my previous rank. We haven't had the big Season 2 balance patch yet, so I thought I'd just take the opportunity to... I'm going to review not all of the matches for my grind to get to Tekken King, because there were quite a lot of them, but I've got a few selected ones which I'm going to go through now to kind of show you how I got to the rank. And spoiler alert, to be honest, I'm not going to say it was easy, but there's a whole different way to play King in the current meta, which I'm not massively happy with. You sort of have to switch your brain off and go a bit ham a lot of the time. On a side note, I have actually now got Paul, my secondary, to Bushin, which is a high. I've never got him that high in Season 1, so I'm really pleased with that. And playing Paul more is far more interesting, I'm not going to lie, if you really kind of want to understand and learn Tekken. So if I get enough responses, maybe I'll do a bit of a guide for that. I appreciate most of my viewers are King players. So with that out of the way, let's crack on with the matches.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so the first match we're going to review is this Alisa. Now, I said it once and I'll say again, Alisa players tend to either be really, really good with fundamental skills or play like absolute ham. So I always go into that matchup sort of not really knowing. So straight away, we are using a lot of chainsaws and power crushers. I could have floated there but didn't. So instantly I had an idea of, okay, this person's going full out ham. That's try to step it. That's a really annoying heat smash to chase down because she keeps flying away. Okay, no punish. So we take it. Another thing I like to do is I will throw out the random full crouch down forward 2 because I want to know if they're going to punish me for it. And if they don't, then that's a broken move that King has. So this person didn't punish it. So nice option there. Spring kick beat it. Good dick jab. And generic low 4. So we kind of know from this point now that this person is gonna just do all the Alisa stuff, as you can see. Okay, nice option there. No break from me. So just by using chainsaws, look how my life has gone. We finally step it. That's good. Okay, not respecting my plus frames. So again, we're getting an idea of the sort of player this person is. Good dick jab. Wrong punish, but she didn't punish it anyway. So again, we're gathering intel as we go along here.
Fight.
Okay, pulled it too early. Okay, bad punish. That should be whilst only 2-2. It's minus 14. Okay, time to abuse some season 2 King stuff. Dropped the combo though, however. There we go. Muscle armor is your friend in this matchup. Oh, could have picked me up there. Try again. Is she going to do it again? Nope. Yeah, muscle armor is your friend in this matchup if they rely on the chainsaws. Because as long as they don't do the lows, then you're going to work your way through. So we've already got an idea. So, okay, mistimed it there. There we go. So I'm spamming full crouch down 4-2 because like I said, she has not punished it yet. Juicy combo into mix up. Second hit. Okay, keep out chainsaws, all this sort of nonsense. There we go. And like I said before, sometimes to play these players, you kind of have to just play their game, which in this case is just sort of, turning your brain off a little bit. Okie situation. There we are. And there we go. So I'm doing all the sort of bad stuff you shouldn't do with King, i.e. relying on alley kicks, because this person is probably not going to... not going to punish me for him. So that was match 1. Let's go to match 2. Okay, so like I mentioned, we already know now sort of the type of player we're dealing with. So we're going to just basically... They're not going to respect our frame, so we're not going to respect them either. And we're going to spam this. Okay, not enough for a pickup, but we'll take that punish. Okay, so we know they're going to dick jab out of trouble. Okay, too many hits. And again, this time I didn't want to mess it up, so we just take the Oki. And alley kick for the win.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay. There. Oh, okay. So it's just trying to be aware of just how many hits there are to all these strings. But sidestepping is a good option if they're relying on it. Again, she tried to power crush her way out of trouble there. So now we do king stuff, which is this. You see what I mean in terms of once you understand the nature of the game. Yeah, this is just sort of just king brain rot, but it's working. Okay, she always tries to dick jab her way out of danger. Okay. Nice little combo. Running mix up. No need. And that's it. So sometimes it's funny. People say if you're king, just spam throws. It's players like that. You'll never land a throw on them because they're too busy trying to mash in your face. You just have to basically hit back with the same sort of tactic. So in that case, as I said there, just abuse the Jaguar run because obviously that player has no idea how to deal with it. So I'm just sort of selecting that as a bit of a sort of a, okay, that's some class A sort of king brain rot, but that's what we had to do to beat that player. So yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. Okay, so the next match was a Lidia. Now, truth be told, I don't know this matchup because I'm not prepared to give Bandai Namco money just to be able to lab them. So this is, for me, this is pure guesswork. So that's why I've left it in, because I want to show you how I deal with a matchup where I don't know what to do. Okay, so here, just poking. Good bro break. Again, so not punishing full crouch down for 2. Okay, that's counter hit. I could have got another 2 hits after that. Okay, so people love the power crush. That's why the throw is so good. Like after that, what you've got enough plus frames. Okay, no break from me. Nice Oki trap. Okay, so when I don't quite know what they're going to do, muscle armor is my default, to be honest. Okay, so that's got a lot of reach, so Jaguar step's not good in this instance. Okay, she's got a good backdash. Keep out muscle armor, we take it. Quarter ducking. People will very often duck in that position. So we take it. 90 damage, and it's only minus 10. This is what I mean in terms of the king wall situation where it is so ridiculous. Okay, low in that string, so that's also not too good for round starts. Okay, not that minus, but she's not punishing it, so we do it. Good backdash. Oh, call out the air. And are we dead? No, he went for the mid. Good break from me. Okay. Nice, we take it. So you notice I was just trying to sidestep away from the wall because, you know. And that was just pure fluke that worked, to be honest. I've never seen anyone whiff that sort of running jumping attack, but hey, we take it. So I just showed you that because I don't know what this person's doing. I'm learning as I go along. So we've learned that like she's using strings that have 3 hits. So 3 is a magic number. Sometimes they contain a low. Sometimes they don't, so we're learning as we go. So muscle armor is not good for an opener because it's got a low in it, and Jaguar step back is also not working. So we have to adjust to see how this works. Okay, so we go into round 2, and we see if we can sort of adjust on, you know, any of these. Okay, so that's going to beat the jab string she was doing. While running 2 is one that Lidia players love to abuse. Okay, no plus frames there. So we run in. Okay, if they stay on the ground, you just spam the hell out of the low. Okay, not enough to survive. It's always interesting to see how people react after getting hit with 4-4 neutral 2. where they hit you with a panic button. Okay, nice step. Okay, she wasn't ducking, so we take the plus frames for the throw mix-up. Okay, again, tried to power crush out of it. So we'll get ourselves another wall setup. And there we are. Why does he get to go into Jaguar's sprint after that? I don't know. Nice. Okay, so the unblockable beats the muscle armor. Okay, nice punish. Okay, miss input there. That's meant to be forward, forward, 4. Oh, spring kick beat it. Nice. No break. Nice. Okay, so... Okay, so much reach. So Jaguar... So this is pure guess. Watch this. 2 high unblockables. Is she going to do another one? No, we duck so we get hit by mid. Welcome to Tekken 8. This is why they call it the casino. Like, what's the counterplay? Guess correct. Okay, we're actually breaking throws now, that's good. Okay, not enough to... Okay, she's going to go mid or high. Neither. Good wall combo here. Activate heat. Running mix up. Run. Set up. No break. We take it. So yeah, so a classic example, and you know, we're all like this occasionally, where that person, their defense is offense. As soon as they're out of heat, they don't know what to do. They just stand there and try to throw panic buttons. So I mean, that's the nature of the game, really. Now, luckily, the next replay we're going to do is a bit more of a traditional Tekken match. So let's get into that. Okay, so this guy or girl, I had a suspicion was going to be, you know, a lot more of a stronger player. Have Bryan at a pretty high rank. And he has some pretty good stats. So this might be more like a traditional game of Tekken now. Okay, caught ducking. We take it. This keeps our heat up. Okay, good tech roll. Nice duck. Could have whiff punished that. Nice duck. Okay, so we know this person is going to duck a lot. No break on that throw, but it didn't bump the wall. And if you know me, you know that I'm always going to challenge that because you're only -1, and you know, giant swing will come out in 10 frames. Okay, anyone's game? Nice, good confirm. Generally speaking, this matchup... Oh, there we go. We got the float. Muscle armor is very good. Because Bryan has a lot of slow hitting mids that are plus and block. And highs. Okay, so... Oh, not quite to the wall. That tracked for some reason. Nice attempt at the taunt jet upper. I respect it. Okay, knew he was going to duck. He ducked every other time. Okay, cheeky adder kick for the win.
Round 3. Fight.
Okay, no punish from me. But hey, we take it. Good backdash. Nice confirm. There we go. So that time we go for the classic because you're basically negative. Sorry, you're not negative. You're neutral on block. That was bad. Nice confirm. I thought I was getting so ready to whiff punish that, but it reached. And dead, because if Bryan's got you at the wall, you're gonna die basically. Okay, wrong punish from him. Nice step. There we go. As I mentioned, lots of slow hitting mids. That was meant to be a crouch throw. Okay. Does he know? Yep. Very surprised. Most people tried to break the Kingsbridge by default because they know it's the hardest hitting. So I was surprised I got away with that. There we go. So I went mid that time.
Final round. Fight.
Oh. Nice punish. Okay, that wasn't even counter hit. Don't know why that worked. Okay, so this is an alternative combo to give you another mix-up. I could have wall splattered him if I was really clever. Ah, he actually escaped. Nice job. There we go. Just small pokes. So we took that one, but as I mentioned, this girl was a strong player. So can we win again? Okay, so as I mentioned, you could tell this person was strong, and strong players will adapt, especially once they've got your timing and your patterns down. So let's see if this person did manage that. Okay, bit too slow for me again. Too slow. There we go. Won't let him whiff it. Now I probably could have got a wall combo out of that, but sometimes just go with what makes sense. Jab checks. Nice duck. Could have punished him. Oh, there we go. I think that was more or less unescapable. When it's counter hit, you can certainly at least get a ground throw in. Okay, so there we go. It's so hard. It's harder to punish that now. Okay, there we go. Yep, ducking again. Usually if you crouch dash, they will duck. It's incredible. Oops. Oh, that was a botched combo, but we take it. Nice. Nice that you see that flash duck. That was meant to be a giant swing. And if I'd actually got a giant swing, that would have caught him stepping. So basically that misinput cost me this round. Which is, not making excuses. And he may have broken it, but that would have been 70 damage. Because this guy's stepping a lot, so we have to use more tracking. Good backdash. High crushing. Okay, not respecting my frames. Nice. Okay, so we've still got heat. Great whiff punish. There was a micro step there, which made that fall for a neutral 2 whiff. Nice damage. Nice taunt upper attempt. I like it. Okay, that's -10. And it's got a load of pushback, but against the wall, not an issue. So, nice little punish there.
Fight.
Okay, so notice, just caught me. Bryan is so scary to approach. That's why, as soon as the Bryan starts backing off, that's when it gets scary, because you have to go to him. Look at this damage. Not bad, eh? I respect the fact he's trying to land the TJ. He's trying to land the TJU. I love it. Oh, -10. Not fast enough. Okay, power crush our way out of danger. Nice roll. Again, see, caught me getting in. And that move is only -12 force crouch, so the punishment is, not very good. If only I had muscle armor slightly longer, so good one on him. So as I said, definitely adapted. You notice he was backing away far more, stepping, so I had to go to him, and then that's exactly what you don't want to do against a Bryan player. Okay, so now we've got one apiece. It's time for the finale showdown. As I said, this guy's really starting to catch me on the way in. There we go. Caught him stepping. There we are. Unfortunately not quite enough for a wall splat. And nice. So you notice then, like, because he was coming to me, now that worked in my favour. So it's just how these matches go. Nice. See, that's all the punish you get. Only while standing 4. Good step. Goes off axis. Counter hit. So, you know. Bear in mind, Bryan's forward 3 is neutral on block. And it's incredibly fast counter hit launcher. So, yeah. Very good move. See, that's why he's doing forward 3 into step. So now he spotted that. We go for more homing. Except these are all catching me when I tried to step. King problems though, eh? There we go. Still ducking. That was a mess up. That was meant to be a combo extender. And now I'm dead. What I should have done was just keep it easy. But that's how these things go sometimes. And that was actually not a full combo. That was a refloat. So, you know, unlucky for me. Nice duck. Thought he'd go. I swear he was going to, you know, stop ducking after he got hit by so many mids. But he was not having it. Yep. Classic Bryan. Get up into while standing 3 because why not? It counter hit launches. Okay. So you're not finishing the string now. There we go. Just managed to eventually get away out the corner. No break. Good step. And as you expect, strong player. I was really hoping the first 2 alley kicks had enough to kill, but unfortunately not. But really well played on his half. So yeah, it's nice to occasionally review a match where it is actually 2 people playing Tekken as opposed to who can go into the most stupid heat mechanics and play the casino guessing game.
Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so we forwarded quite a lot in time. I've skipped a lot of matches. You'll notice I got demoted at this point. But I'm picking up here because this is, you know, Ling, if you're a King player, and indeed for lots of players, it's a really tough matchup. So I wanted to share this to kind of show you roughly how I deal with it. And the key with Ling players is just don't press. Just don't press anything until you know full well that you can punish them legit. And that comes with sort of practice. And if you're ever in doubt, forward 4 is your go-to because that will knock them out of AOP. So, okay, second hit caught me. She did delay it though, to be fair. Yeah, that is low high. Unfortunately, I got counter hit. How did that hit? I have no idea. I swear spring kicks in this game have phantom range. Okay, snake edge. It was a nice attempt. You've got to lab Ling's snake edge because they rely on it so much. There we go. This time we just bait it out. So yeah, Ling's really love her snake edge, so you have to lab it. That's minus 15, but whiffed it from far away. Okay, so that time we just take the setup. Because now we can do stupid king stuff. Yep, enough frames for this. And dead. So just try to not let the Ling player get started. And if they do get started, I don't know why that clipped me because I wasn't ducking. But anyway, if they do get started, just don't press anything. Nice, that's a generic throw. There's a snake edge again. So we're just trying to sort of, you know. Yeah, no, see, look. Try to whiff punish. Ain't going to happen. Okay, that's low high. There we go. I knew she was going to tee up something, so just take the giant swing, especially if you're back against the wall. There we go. Because they did it before, so we know they're going to do it again. That time, boom. So, bit of a quick matchup. I just wanted to show you because, you know, Two reasons why. Number one, just to show if you do lose your rank, don't freak out. You'll get it back again. And yeah, with that Ling, it's just it's just a case of just don't press anything until you know full well that you can take your turn back. So it was just a kind of, there was a bit of a quick one, but I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Get ready for the
Okay, so this was a really interesting one because this was a fellow king main, and I just want to make this very clear before this match starts for reasons you'll understand. This was glitchy as hell. I don't know whether it's going to show up on the replay, but this was so laggy. But I wanted to show it because at first I thought this guy had a really high prowess, but they do the most sort of brain dead king stuff. So I wondered if it was someone who was learning king for the first time, like on an alt. Okay, 2 pros. So I wasn't sure if this was a true king main or if they were on an alt learning. And at first I thought it was on an alt and they were just trying to do the king flowcharty stuff to win. However, they are actually a genuine king main. And going by that prowess, this means they have been up to, into the gold ranks before. And I find that quite surprising because you'll see straight away, we learn fairly early on. Again, this thing is catching me out, that they just do very sort of newbie king things. And I didn't really clock on to that until a little while. Nice step. Okay, caught ducking. Nice break. Like, that was a misinput. That's meant to just be a forward 2-1. Okay, that was airborne. Right, that time we did land it. You can actually punish it with Atlas Hammer, which is what I should have done. Mix up, low. Okay. As I was saying, they go for really weird panicky stuff, which just caught me out because I thought this person was like a much higher rank, and they say it was secondary, but hey ho. Okay, we both did exactly the same thing, but his came out faster because reasons. No break that time. I said it's a 2 break. Nice. I see. Nice little dash there. I thought it was a shining wizard. Okay, no break. That was counter hit, admittedly. Do they know any Oki? Okay, it's an interesting option. I mean, Okay, one more mix up for the win. Stay on the ground. And that caught him out the air. So we take it. Okay, now normally, to be honest, I wouldn't have rematched because it was so glitchy, but being a king, fellow king mirror, and I'm always interested to see how other people play, so we kept it going. So let's see whether they adapt or they still do the same stuff. Okay. So classic, just tried step, no luck. So classic, just day one, go into heat, hit your heat smash, etc, etc. Nice combo. Scaled though, due to the wall. Okay, do stuff. Bit no, I didn't wall splat. Yeah, so at this point, I think we're both slowly losing brain cells, to be honest. Okay, Oki set up. Okay, heat. Okay, so you see what I mean? Eater while standing 4, which puts them at like -8 or something, and yet they still go for a hop kick afterwards. It's like, yeah, it's just a whole different plane of existence for these guys. Nice break, but they're never ready for the second one. No tech. Not the optimal punish, but at least they did punish it. That's a 2 break. Vincenzo. There we go. A very, very unnecessary lump combo, but hey, we go for it anyway. Okay, caught me out again with that flowchart. Nice, I like that carry. That was good. Into heat. Okay, so I think at this point they discovered that they can actually do a Jaguar sprint in heat. So the question is, how do you deal with it? Well, let's see if we can figure that out. Nice combo pick up there, out of the air. Not sure about the ender, but again, see, they were trying to heat smash them, but heat smash is slow. Okay, bad punish. Okay, they love to roll. It took me a long time to figure out. No punish from me. Took me a long time to figure out how much this guy likes to just stay on the ground. And you've got to abuse the. If they start doing that, you have to abuse the ground throws. Right. If it's an inexperienced king and they start doing this mash 1, you'll get out of it because they're just using keybinds. They're using the key charge button to do the rest of the thing. Nice, I should have foreseen that. That's my bad. I should have held it. Yeah, so that's a top tip. If you're ever playing a king player who clearly is not very good, if they start that chain throw, mash 1, it will almost certainly break you out of it. Nice. Tried to roll away, but yeah, alley kick caught me out.
Fight.
Nice whiff punish. We take it. Okay, what are they going to do? Stay on the floor. Camera switch for some reason. Okay, so we mash 1 again. Mash 1, and there we go. Just works. Okay, that time they went for something a bit smarter. Nice. First tombstone I think they'd done. Counter hit, otherwise that's a 2 break. Good Oki as well. Okay, so they got that one. Now the question is again is can I sort of adapt to this sort of rather sort of, you know, kind of crazy method of playing king. Now on this one they really clocked onto the fact that King has a Jaguar sprint, and I'm going to show you how to deal with it in this match. And this is really good for sort of just general anti-king stuff, because so many people, including myself, get away with it. Like you should, like Jaguar sprint, it's not as strong as you think it is. And we'll show you. If they run at you, jab. See? As soon as they start running in armor, oh nice, just jab them, and jab will throw. See? 2 examples. That's all you have to do to beat it, guys. It's only really scary if you're on the ground, because it's quite hard to get up and sort of jab interrupt them. Nah, too slow on the. Could have killed them with that. That's -10, but never mind.
Round 2. Fight.
Too slow for me. Another 2 break. Okay, you gotta run. See? Jab. Just jab them. Tried to step. Punish. I thought it'd duck. Nice. Too slow for me. There we go. You have Rage Heart? No, he did not. Why did I not break that? Oh yeah, that's why, because it's glitchy as hell. But also, I sort of freaked out because I thought they're going to Rage Out at some point. I thought it was coming. Jab. See? Jab. Just jab them out. No break that time. That was counter hit. They delayed it. But like I said, we are, as I mentioned, it's not coming up on the replay, but trust me, this was a really glitchy match, so there's a lot of weird stuff going on. No punish, we take it. No break from me. Getting frustrated at this point because I sort of jab, as I keep saying. Getting frustrated at this point because I'm thinking to myself, I am playing better than you. And yet I'm losing. Which is always, you know, annoying. I don't know what they were trying there. Okay, activate some heat. Good float. That was nice. No break. Are we going to hit the wall as well? Yes. But I don't know what they were trying, but hey, we took it. Bit of a risky. If you'd done a heat, if you'd done a rage art, that would have won. High swift punish. Even I can break that one. Oops, misinput. Okay, not sure what they tried there. Okay, and that's another way to beat Jaguar sprint. Heat smash. So, although there's a lot of sort of stupid stuff going there, and a lot of stuff I did wrong into the connection, I just wanted to show you because that's a really, really good example of how you deal with King. If he's running at you from across the screen, with muscle armor, or sorry, with Jaguar sprint in armored form, jab and throw. Like, just do that, and you'll knock him out of it. So it's pretty simple. If they're playing with 20 IQ points like that guy was, that's how you deal with it. So I hope that helps you. Okay, so Nina's a really tough one for me, and I'm sure for other people, because she's got a lot of she's very, very poke heavy with a lot of strings. So again, it's kind of difficult. It's very, very difficult to get throws out when they're poking heavy. You just don't have the frames, and you never really know when to try because you don't know when the next hit's going to be. So just sharing this to kind of give you an idea of sort of what common things to look out for. And this person, no disrespect, but their prowess wasn't very high for their rank. So I kind of assumed that maybe they're going to sort of play a bit, a little bit sort of not optimal, let's put it that way. So, okay, Oki, we take that. Okay, that's, I don't know why I messed that up. Okay, so she's going to punish full crouch down 4-2, so we know we can't quite spam it as much as we like. Okay, try to dick jab, not enough frames though. So, Nina from far away is not that scary. She doesn't really have that much to approach you with, apart from the slide, which is super minus. Again, don't know why I'm dropping that. Can land a blue spark ISW from point blank range, but can't land a simple combo. It's strange how these things go. Okay, I don't know if that's high or what the frames are. Step, we take it. Okay, committed to the duck. Not that time though. There we go. Little whiff. So again, this person, they're using dick jabs to get out of trouble. That's just generic throw. Don't know why that got me. And using the slide for Oki. Second hit. Honestly, who brings a gun to a fist fight? I don't know. Okay, so she's done that twice now, that power crush. So I'm going to show you how you deal with it later on. Once I realise that that's what she's going to use for a round opener. Okay, so that's not good against hard duck. That was counter hit, just didn't confirm it. Ah, there we go. Bad punish from me, I could have launched it for that. Would I have won the match if I'd launched it? Probably not, but it was irking me. Okay, didn't do the power crush for the round start that time. No punish there, but no throw break from me. Range on that is mad. Okay, that looks like it's a mid to me, but nice chip damage. There we go. And there we are. So he's tried to slide one too many times. So we get a bit of heat. Nice jab. Again, telling you, just jab King out of it. Not suspecting the old sneaky follow-up giant swing. And into the wall. So dead. Okay, so what we've learned from that is she loves to use the power crush, which is minus 14 for the opener. So let me show you how King can deal with that. As I said, minus 14 and it's a power crush, which means if you haven't clocked onto it by now, yep, it's time to punish with a throw. So,
Round one.
key thing in this matchup. There you go. That's how you deal with it. Over 50 damage punish. Not as good as if you're a pool player or Lars who can actually launch it minus 14, but hey, we'll take it. Okay, to the wall. Nice. See, for some reason, you're actually at plus frames after that. This is why 2-1, as I did there, will often win. Why is it plus? Who knows? With punish, we take it. Again, let's see if you can deal with some Jaguar shenanigans. Yep, jab. See? Just jab. Oh, cameraman going a bit drunk there. Nice. Grey health gone. Range on that second hit is mad. There we go again. Just trying to slide. Annoying. Oh. Worth a go. Usually when they sort of do that little twivel step, I was expecting her to try to jab again, but never mind. Okay, not doing power crush now, but confirm the counter hit, even if you don't do the follow up. I think that's minus 14 as well. Nice duck. Nice step. Try to duck. Have some wall. There we go. Not sure what she tried there, but it, you know. Don't know how minus that is. It's probably quite minus. Nice. Pulled the trigger too early there. Here we go. So now some wall pressure to deal with. Look at this grey health. Second hit. Nice. All mids. I swear she was going to go low, but didn't. There we go. Just do that, I'm telling you. Nice. Good range on that orbital. There we are. There was actually a slight misinput, but this is all guaranteed. So never, if you score the side throws, never, always follow it with the people's elbow because it's guaranteed. So don't leave damage on the table. Okay, so another Bryan, another quite high rank. So again, it's a bit like what can we learn from the previous, the previous experience with Bryan players. One thing I should say is, and I've learnt this the hard way, in some ways you always think to yourself, once you're into blue ranks, you think to yourself, oh, Bryan will never try to land a snake edge, right? You've always got to be ready for it, because they will do it, just as demonstrated. I think on muscle armor you probably could technically duck that still, but anyway, like for like, so I think that's fair. You found a snake edge on me, I'm gonna return the favor. Bad combo. No break. Hits grounded for some reason. Nice step. That was really smart. Surprised I didn't break the floor. Nice break. Okay. Good stuff.
Round two.
Right, so you just got Snake Edge is never, the fear is never gone. It's always there. Good punish. There we go. Mid-high. There we are. Just a little bit of mind games. Don't quite finish a string. I don't know why he didn't break that, but never mind. So yeah, keenness to have many strings you can play with. That's one of them though. just do the first 2 hits and see how they react. Okay, punish. There we are. That's a classic. If you land a forward 1, do it again. Because most players think you're going to throw them, so they'll duck a second time. So forward 1 on hit into forward 1 is a really good combination. Nice punish. Well, not nice punish, but nice block, I guess. Ah, he pulled it. Very good. Oh, don't know why he dropped that combo. Nice duck. Okay, so now it's a case of who's going to break the floor. I could have got him with that. Nice punish. That's -10, but very, very hard to punish. Nice break. Now you can technically break the floor with this combo, but I sort of felt like I wanted to keep the wall. Unfortunately, I went off angle anyway. Okay, so floor is still in play. Who can get it? See, so Snake Edge beats Muscle Armor. And nice duck. It beats Muscle Armor and it also beats Jaguar Step Back. This, however, breaks the floor, but he was airborne, so not much damage. Could have punished him more for that. Oh. Alley kick. -10, but we alley kick anyway. So yeah, be wary about Bryan's heat smash, like his orbital, crushes lows. So if he's in heat, you got to be careful trying to finish off with a low. But in that occasion, I wait for him to spend it. So yeah, the lesson to learn from that little matchup, as I said at the start, even Bushin Bryan's will test you with Snake Edge. So you've got to be ready for it. And that, spoiler alert, is going to come in useful later. Okay, and why is that going to come in useful later? Because every now and then you're going to meet a Bryan with a name like this, and you know that shenanigans are going to be coming your way. I should also mention this connection was awful, but it's our promo, so we have to go with it. Previous Tekken God, this guy. Despite not, there we go. Despite relying on Snake Edges. Wasn't sure if I could reach the wall, so we do that instead. And then we do this. Too slow, my 2-1. The second hit should have caught him ducking. Interesting to cash out, but it's got heat still, I guess. So do we, but not enough to make anything of a comeback. That was a misinput. That was meant to just be a standard 4-2-1. Sometimes that happens when you've you really want to land like the ultimate whiff punish. Okay, no punish. That should have gone if I was quicker. Okay. I'm not going to get the blast, unfortunately. Still get the wall, though. Good block. Good duck. Always annoying when you've got no distance to play with when you land that. Nice delay. There we go. Cameraman got a bit drunk there, but never mind. He tried it. Nice break. Very good. I was ducking. I should have known that. They love that flow chart. There we go. Not much to play with here. Look at that. You see what I mean? The amount of people who retaliate after being hit by while standing 4. Like, it's so negative, but they just do it. Always catches me out. Dick jab. Okay. Take the dick jab. Sort of catch him ducking. Nice duck. Another wall blast. Tried it. And this is what I mentioned. You can't, the very, very least, you can't let him get away with it twice. That's for sure. And is that dead? Not quite. Alley kick will do it though. And that was our promo. So yeah. Interesting way of getting there. But we take it. So just a really, really quick summary, because I just want to talk about sort of the rank system as it stands now. We are now back into kind of similar to season 1 in that once you get to blue ranks, it is a bit of a sort of a mixed bag. My prowess on this account is over 200,000 despite being in blue because my pool is also at Bushin. So that means I was dealing more with sort of higher prowess players. When I did it on my alternative account where I only played King, it was a lot more straightforward because my prowess was lower. So the blue hell is back in that you will be playing a lot of higher ranked players in blues. However, a nice factor is that you now don't get lose streaks. So you don't lose like twice as many points for losing 3 in a row, and that's really good. It makes you more motivated to keep playing. I think that was always a doom spiral when that started happening in season 1. And also, when you get to Bushin, you don't, unfortunately, you don't get any win streak bonuses anymore. So once you're at Bushin, it's basically like for like, and it becomes a real grind. As I sort of demonstrated there a little bit, I'm just not happy with how so much of the game is like you just have to play with your brain switched off. And if they don't know how to deal with Jaguar sprint, then, you know, good luck to them. It's fairly... It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy wins if you can activate heat before they do. So that's a little bit of a shame. I hope that they can sort this game out for the next balance patch. But we always say that, and they never fail to disappoint. So we'll see how it goes. I don't want to end on a gloomy note. So let me know if you enjoyed this, guys. Let me know if you want to see any pool gameplay. Like I said, the pool stuff I'm really enjoying more. It's made my stats go up a lot. I'm playing far more defensively and try and engage my brain a bit more. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I look forward to seeing the next one.